From clothing, home goods, accessories, and more, and Expo is going to be your one-stop shop for all things vintage. Joining us with details on the Time Travelers Expo, we got Sarah. Thanks for joining us, Sarah.
Thank you for having me.
Before we start, I just have to say, we are marveling over how gorgeous your dress is.
Yeah.
I know.
It's beautiful.
Apparently you have one at home.
I know. I did.
Oh, you have the same dress?
Yeah, I was going to wear it today, and it ended up on the floor, so, I mean, I just...
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to wear the sparkly bow tie for the Oscars segment, so tomorrow I'll have that on. What, do you have any idea when that dress was created?
Yeah, this is a late 60s piece, so like the psychedelic kind of late 60s vibe.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Love.
What about your idea to host this event, this Time Travelers Expo?
So pretty much everyone I know is a vintage enthusiast of some kind, whether it be vintage clothing or records or kitchenware. Myself, I'm a vintage enthusiast, have been since I was a kid. I grew up thrifting and, and going to antique malls. So I'm also a musician. I've been hosting music events for the past decade.
Okay.
So kind of just like meshing all of my interests into one thing. I have a background in marketing and a degree in graphic design. So this was just kind of the culmination of all those things.
Sure.
How fun to have an event that's kind of focused around what you love.
Yeah. It makes all the hard work so worth it. So, yeah.
Let's talk about Northwest Arkansas being one of the locations, because you've got a Texas location, I believe.
Yes.
Oklahoma.
We're based in Tulsa,
Okay.
so this will be our first destination outside of Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas. We're going to Dallas, Kansas City this year, Oklahoma City. So, yeah, we're excited to be in Northwest Arkansas.
So, you know what I read recently? Is that vinyl, for the first time in decades, is going to outsell CDs this year.
I believe it.
Right?
I believe it,
so, I mean, just throwing it to kind of vintage taste palette there.
Yeah, people love it. It's nostalgic. Everything was made so well back in the day. It stood the test of time. It's fun. Yeah, there's really something for everyone. So
yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the details for the expo that's happening here in Northwest Arkansas. When is it happening?
It is this Saturday, March 18th.
Okay.
It's at Rogers Convention Center.
Okay.
It goes from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are $10. Seniors and military $9, and kids 12 and under are free.
Sure.
Yes.
Something we always like to ask organizations when they come on, are volunteers needed? Because we know it takes a lot of manpower to pull off an event like this.
Yeah, so we're a very small DIY operation. We don't have any volunteer opportunities at this time, but it's something that we're definitely open to in the future.
Yeah.
Sure. So, and we appreciate the interest.
As you do more and more of these, maybe you'll have that need, right?
Yeah, I would hope so, yeah.
Well, at the event, what are we looking at? Is it going to be clothes? There's going to be home goods? Fill us in on that.
Yes and yes. So we have over 120 vendors that are hand-selected, curated vendors offering vintage clothing, home goods, handmade items that are retro, vintage-inspired, like jewelry, pottery, rugs. We have 2 tattoo artists with us this Saturday that are doing vintage-inspired tattoos.
Really?
They created just for the event. There will be concessions and fun music, and yeah, it should be a great time.
That is interesting. I'm just hung up on the tattoo artist.
I was just going to say, do they require appointments ahead of time?
Nope, it's walk up. There's 3 flash sheets to choose from. Obviously, 18 and up with valid ID.
Sure.
Arms and legs only, and they're from Frisco Tattoo here. They're in Rogers.
Yes, absolutely. Great place here locally. Okay, well, we're very excited about it. If you are attending this weekend, make sure you get plenty of pictures, because we would love to share them. Let's put the information up if we can one more time. It is happening this weekend, March 18th at the Rogers Convention Center. Sarah,